Hey everybody, Shelma32 here. Welcome to the channel. We're here today to react to the 11th episode of season 2 of classic Doctor Who. The episode is entitled Desperate Measures, and the story, is The Rescue. Now, some of you may be wondering, where's episode 10? I reacted to that last night, and as it was coming towards the end, I looked over to the right just to try to see how long I'd been talking, because I felt like I've been talking for ages. Saw that the app had frozen. I was like, oh, okay. Hopefully this is like what happened the last time the app froze, where it literally, until I shut it down through Task Manager, it actually kept recording, so it had the whole thing anyway. Unfortunately, that was not the case, and it had not recorded any of it. I was quite upset at the time. I will say, I'm still very annoyed. I have no idea what happened. I keep glancing over. I apologize. I'm going to be so paranoid about that tonight. I will keep looking over and things like that. Like, I'm going to be looking at the times and stuff like that. I'm so paranoid. But if it was just like a middle episode of a story or something like that, it would have been all right. But as you guys will know, if you've watched the previous episode on the channel, that episode would have been the first one before Susan leaving, and also the introduction of Vicki, which I wasn't sure if we were going to be meeting a new companion straight away. But as soon as they said her name, Vicki, I was like, I know there's a Vicki spelt with an I on the end. I've heard that name in the companion sphere type thing before, so I kind of guessed that was her. Now, it was a really, one thing that really annoys me, it was a really, really good episode. I really freaking enjoyed it. Like, we had good moments for everything. It was like the Doctor, I'm both glad and also not glad, because I don't like seeing him like bothered and stuff like that. He's obviously affected by Susan not being here because he slept through the landing. He wanted to go back in for a nap as well. He's obviously affected because, like I said it during reaction last night, when I like go for an emotional thing, or like if I have an autistic meltdown or something, or just any like emotional things like grieving or anything like that, you're drained, you're exhausted, you just want to sleep. I got that. It was but he's trying to be happy, but obviously Barbara and Ian know that because they were being so sweet with him. I love how he is with them now. It's awesome. He's just so sweet with them, like even extra so like in that episode. I keep saying last episode, but then it feels wrong because I can get the video right. Weirdest thing is this now we're not on the same video number with Blake 7, so apologies if in that or in this I ever get the number wrong, because that kind of helped me remember which one. Like, I'll like for Blake 7, I'll be like, okay, what episode did I do with Doctor Who? Number 10? Okay, it's number 10 this week. That kind of thing. It's so fucking annoying. But like, I love the bits where like Ian and the Doctor. I just love how he is with them now. Like it was the same at the first episode of the Dalek Invasion of Earth, where they were going, I think it was the first one, where they were going around the warehouse. And their camaraderie now is just so fun. And I think it was a bit more so because I think in that episode, because I think the Doctor's like putting on a front, he's trying to seem extra happy and stuff like that. He's just not overcompensating. It's not really obvious, but you know what I mean? He's just trying to put on a brave front. And like, he obviously did the usual, I didn't want to say trope of like saying the name of somebody who's no longer there, because it's not really, I don't think it's really a trope, because it's kind of a realistic thing. Because but my phone just left. I was like, stop making me paranoid. Like, I would say that and stuff like that. Like, for ages after my dad passed, I kept expecting, anytime I heard a car coming on the drive or a key in the lock, I thought it was him coming in. Although that's different because it was death, and that was different. And she's obviously not dead. Although we don't know the time zone, so we don't know. But he could still go back to her and stuff like that. So it's different. But it's not, you know what I mean? Now with Vicki, it was a really interesting thing because she said about how all the crew had been invited to like have a feast or something like that. Invited to, oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to recall everything I can. That's why I'm recording it tonight. I usually stream on Twitch tonight. On Sunday. I'm recording this on Sunday, then hopefully the day before you guys see it. I've rescheduled that stream for Thursday, just so I can try and get an episode out for you guys, and also do What We Do in the Shadows as well. But with Vicki said that all the crew went away. She was ill, I think, at the time, so she didn't go. And then I've forgotten the guy's name, but he came calling back and she found him. Just him. I said during my reaction, I was like, I think it's him, innit? He's the creature Quillian? I think that's his name. Although I swear at one point somebody said Kikillian. It was that character. I'm surprised I actually remember. I'm quite pleased with myself. She said, oh, he's the only one they've seen. Is it Bennett was the guy, I think. My God, I'm actually remembering things. Maybe I should watch episodes. If I had the time. I don't have the time. But I think Quillian is actually Bennett in disguise, and he's using it to control her or something. He's either that he caused an accident that killed so many people, including the planet Dido, I think it is. I think it's Dido or I'm not sure if it's Dido or Dido. So I've heard it said both ways. I think it's Dido, like the singer. And the deity, I think. I'm getting confused trying to remember which one's which. But the doctor said they're all nice and friendly. But then he said they attacked. And then obviously Quillian has been threatening and stuff, controlling and stuff like that. I think it's actually Bennett. That's what I said last night. Now, I went on ITVX to check, because I luckily have this file. The other one I had to watch on ITVX last night because for some reason I'd taken the wrong one off the Blu-ray. And unfortunately, I'm pissed off at ITVX because the thumbnail for this episode we're about to watch kind of pretty much confirms that theory about Quillian and Bennett, because it's literally looks like a Quillian thing but without the mask on. I did look, as soon as I saw that, I was like, shit, click off, scroll away, don't. Confirmed. But it looked like Bennett's face. It's definitely somebody human. Whether it's Quillian or another one, I don't know. But the fact that when Quillian went into Bennett, and then only Bennett come out and he said Quillian had gone off, it's obviously him. And now Barbara's in there too, because Quillian, like, basically not scared her off or I can't remember if he knocked her off or pushed her off or she just fell off the side of the mountain. I know she said she caught a branch. How the heck did she survive? Or was it just only a tiny little bit they were down or something like that? Or she was just been like bruised. But that's just really weird. And how did as a matter of fact, yeah. If he blew up with that device, if he blew up the entrance behind him, and she fell down that far, because you heard her screams go that far, like it sounded quite far, how did he get back down? How did Quillian get back down from there and get to the ship? No explanation of that, I don't think. And now the doctor and Ian were going through the cave, trying to find a way out, because obviously the other entrance was blocked off, and Ian set off a thing, so he got tracked off from the doctor, and there's a creature down below, and that's where they left it. Now, I may have forgotten something. I don't think I have. I actually think I quite remember most things. Enough to describe things as much as I have, and like talk about theories. Like, I was going to rewatch it today, but my head's just not been with it. Because I didn't have a set thing to edit or whatever. I couldn't concentrate on anything. So, I might have forgotten something, but I actually feel like I've remembered more things than I usually would. I'm so fucking paranoid. I am. I'm so paranoid. I'm so sorry. Like, I might keep looking over at my recording software throughout the whole thing. I'm sure you guys can understand. I'm just very fucking paranoid that it's going to crash again. So apologies if it does. Hopefully it's at least recorded some part of this, which is more than what I said about last night. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the reaction, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, give the notification bell a tick. You'll know when the next episode goes live. Let's get going with the reaction in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Like, I didn't even use my Stream Deck. Usually I've got buttons on my Stream Deck to stop and start the episode. I literally clicked it with the... I didn't want to even trust that because I used that last night. I don't want to take any chances. Now, this recording is a higher quality than I usually do if I'm doing the recordings off the Blu-ray. So hopefully that isn't what throws it up.
Don't do it, Father!
Okay, starting right off from here. I really love the Doctor and Ian together. I think they're absolutely brilliant. Like, Ian is one of my favourite companions, hands down, like right alongside Wilf and Rory. Like, actually, I think he's above Rory, possibly even with Wilf. And that's saying something. I adore Wilf. Okay.
Doctor, they're razor sharp!
Razor sharp, it's fucking bent!
Torch for me, please. Ha!
But, like, I think, pretty sure First Doctor's right alongside one of my favourite Doctors, like right up there with Capaldi. Capaldi's my first favourite Doctor. But... Now, can they do that to get around to the other side? They're going to have to, aren't they?
I suppose this operates the knives. Yes, quite so. And we've got to get this thing back in its place. Yeah.
Like, how much time has passed since the Doctor's been here? Have they evolved?
Never mind about all that. Come on, give me a hand. Barbara's still outside. She might be in great danger.
Yeah. Definitely now, because Quillian and Bennett. Now I know that fairly certain it is.
It must have been the strain of walking out here made him collapse. How do you feel?
Oh, he collapsed. Okay. It's because of all the exercise he's doing. He's lying about not being able to walk so that he's got an excuse to be in there and to be able to sneak out and act as Quillian.
I don't think so. I'm sure they're all right.
Quillian doesn't make mistakes.
Well, he did about me. You know, the next time he visits us, we might be able to surprise him. He doesn't know I'm here, does he?
Yes, he does. You could tell by his face. I'm so right. It definitely was his picture.
Sure,
it's him.
Worth a try. You wouldn't be any worse off than you are now.
Well, a rescue ship is due to arrive. Why hasn't Vicki told you that? You just sit still, do as he says. Maybe we'll have a chance of escaping, get back to Earth.
You could still go.
You're just a child. You don't know what you're talking about.
It's absolutely him. Why is he acting as Quillian? You could tell from that reaction that a theory is right. Even if the thumbnail hadn't spoiled me. It's obvious now.
Help me to my room, please.
I think he can walk absolutely fine. Are they going to find the mask in there? Or does he hide it well?
Thank you.
I'll help you to your bed.
Why is he controlling them, though?
I said I'm all right.
He doesn't want anybody in there. Because his Quillian stuff's in there.
You've done it, Doctor.
Okay, this one's going a bit slow.
There they go.
Now hurry up and move past, just in case.
Let's hope there aren't any more surprises like that waiting for us. Come on.
Oh, you just had to say that, didn't you, Ian? Apologies, my baseball cap's getting in the way. It's just quite warm. Doctor, hurry the fuck up.
Come on, Doctor.
I don't blame him. He wants to know what's changed about the people he knew. Oh, can that get out too? Shit, okay. Oh no, it's not going to go after Vic. She needs to stop crouching down. Jesus, that dress is a bit short. I like that she's like, what is this thing?
Daylight, Doctor. We must be nearly there. Yes, I think you're right.
I love these two together. They're awesome.
Look out, Doctor. Don't go too near the edge. Look, there's a door. What? Now, that must be somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, but there'll be no time to get it.
Is that how Quillian could get in and out? But then again, how did he get off the not the balcony, the ledge? How did he? You can see it.
Vicki! No! No, don't! No.
What is it? Aww.
What was that? Oh, look, what is it?
Why did Vicki want to stop it? She befriended it?
You killed Sandy. Why? What made you? He was almost on top of you. How could you do it? Sandy only wanted some food. Look, he was going to attack
Sandy?
you. Sandy only ever ate plants. I trained him to come here for food.
Oh, she didn't know.
I mean, how could I? I shouted. You wouldn't listen. Look, all I could see was its jaws. And then when it suddenly started screeching, I thought... You killed him.
Oh, no. He was her friend. Quillian. absolutely him, isn't it? It's absolutely him. That's how he gets in around. I still don't get how he got out of the ledge.
Oh, you mustn't, Ian. I keep telling you why we did what he said. You'll spoil it. You'll spoil everything.
Now, it's going to be all right. First of all, I'd like to have a talk with this Mr. Bennett of yours.
I keep telling you. The rescue ship's on its way. It's going to take us back to
Well, what's
Earth.
that
Can't you understand?
Yeah, but they can at least talk to Bennett, can't they?
I've been here a long time. I know what it's like here. You've only just come and you're trying to ruin things. It was all right before it was. The rescue ship's coming and...
No, it's not, I don't think. I bet that was him on the tape, wasn't it? Is he going to talk to her? Probably same kind of thing he said with Susan, I bet.
Bennett says that when we get back, we've got to tell them on Earth what they did to us here. He thinks this planet should be wiped out.
Yes,
He says Coquillian shouldn't be made to get away with what he's done to us.
I think I agree with Bennett. At least about Coquillian. But don't you think there's just a chance, just a little chance, that my ideas might prove the better ones?
Because Coquillian might, if it really isn't one of the aliens, he might be the only one. He might be a rogue one.
Yes.
I'll take you to it.
Splendid.
Just gonna figure out he's not there. Either that or see him in the Coquillian outfit.
Well, now, I don't think you need to wait, my dear. You go back with Ian and Barbara.
Oh, be careful.
She's nice, you know. You like her.
She killed Sandy.
Yes, well, so might I have done.
No.
Hmm?
Well, you haven't got that sort of face.
That makes a change. They definitely have changed him, haven't they?
Frightened for your safety, she thought she was going to be hurt.
Yeah.
Gracious me. You mustn't behave like that. Now, look here.
I don't blame her. It's the only friend she had, really.
You must believe what Barbara did. Try and understand, my dear, and why she did it.
She wouldn't have done it if she'd known it was her friend. And like, you see something like that in fear, you're not gonna. Sometimes you don't hear anything, do you?
Mr. Bennett?
You can't come in.
I want to talk to you.
He's blocked it off because he's in his Coquillian outfit.
Doctor gone to see Mr. Bennett?
It's gonna make it interesting between them if Vicki is the one that goes on the ship with her.
Barbara?
With them.
Yes. I'm sorry.
She's allowed to be upset.
We know how you feel, Vicki. We felt the same way ourselves at first.
At first, I don't understand. You're from Earth too, aren't you?
Yes, but it goes a bit deeper than that.
Just a little bit, yes.
What was the year when you left Earth?
2493, of course.
2493.
Why did you ask me the year? What year did you leave?
We left in 1963.
Yep.
1963? But that means you're about 550 years old.
Oh, Barbara's like, oh, don't say that. Ian's laughing his head off. I love that. Oh, Doctor, be careful. He's not even there anymore. He's gone. He's going to investigate, realise he's going to find part of the suit, and he's going to come back in again, isn't he? What's
Tape
that?
recordings for what?
You can't come in.
He's not even there.
As soon as he walked in, I felt that you could trust him.
I get that from him, especially now after he's known them.
Vicki, I've told you the doctor comes from another time.
Don't start that.
Aww.
Now, I wonder what else. Hmm?
That's going to be false. It's going to be a door or something, isn't it? Trap door, that's how he gets out. That's how Coquillian got out.
Yes, I see. An easy way to get out of a locked room.
They're taking a long time, aren't they?
Be careful.
Doctor? Mr. Bennett?
Has Bennett got him? Oh, Doctor, what are you doing? The door. It's that door he saw. How long have they been here? Or did they just happen to What the hell? Okay. This the pit of the proper alien civilization? What the? This is not what kind of thing I expected to see down here. Did Bennett kill them all?
No, we would have heard him. Anyway, the doctor would surely have warned us.
He wouldn't go off without telling us. What do you think we ought to do?
I think we should stay here.
But if the outfits are there,
In the end, the doctor will make for that. Come on, quickly.
if the outfits are there, where's Bennett?
Come in, won't you? I've been waiting to
Oh, he's
talk
got
to you.
multiple outfits. This whole get-up. What is all this? Is this an ancient place from the aliens?
This used to be the People's Hall of Judgment. Fitting in the present circumstances, don't you think? Mr. Bennett, may I remind you that masks and robes such as you are wearing?
You can see his hand now.
Are you finished?
Yes, I had hoped that you would continue. This elaborate plan must have been conceived for some reason. What?
Yeah, what the hell's going on?
I was arrested. The ship crashed. My crime hadn't been radioed to Earth.
Oh.
Get rid of
He
the
killed
other
them all.
crew members and blame their deaths on the Dido people.
When we crash landed, the inhabitants invited us all to a grand meeting. It was simple.
He killed them all.
Using the ship's armaments, the whole thing went up. All the inhabitants, the crew.
All of them! He killed them all!
You're insane.
Yeah! Holy crap!
When we get back to Earth, she'd support my story. I dressed up as Quillian to show her how terrible the people here were.
If that happened,
Yeah, he
your
killed
guilt
them
would
all.
have been hidden forever.
Don't turn your back to him, Doctor, for God's sake.
Nothing's changed. There's only
Yes, that's it. Grab that.
kill, that's all.
Doctor, be careful! Oh, fuck. How are they going to get out now? Doctor, be careful. Ah, so you get it, Doctor. Oh, the rescue party.
I thought I killed all of you.
What? They're not the rescue party? They're actually the members of the crew. How are they there? What? Is he hallucinating? Oh, yeah, because I did a lot. Are they the rescue party or is he actually hallucinating? What the f is going on? I'm so confused. Because he's acting like they were members of the crew. And they're walking like they're ghosts or something. It wasn't that far, was it?
The girl Vicki now. Did you bring her?
Yes,
Wait.
she's waiting outside.
Oh, I must get some fresh air. Yes, I want to have a talk with that child. Yes,
You all right?
Yes, no, don't fuss. Yes, I'm quite all right, my boy. I'm quite all right.
Very flustered, but I think he cared. He sees Susan and Vicky.
I wish we could take her with us. Oh, we can't leave her here, can we?
Is that what he's about to ask?
Then Bennett murdered my father.
Yes, he did. He murdered everyone.
My dear, why don't you come with us?
Yeah.
In that old box.
We can travel anywhere and everywhere in that old box, as you call it.
I want to see her face when she first sees inside. Go on, go have a look.
If you like adventure, my dear, I can promise you an abundance of it. Apart from all that, well, you'll be amongst friends.
Yeah, she can have people that care for her. Are the rescue crew even coming? Who the hell were those men?
Doctor, we were talking about Vicky.
Yes,
we were
do you
wondering
think
whether...
that Vicky could...
Yes. I can see we've all reached the same decision. Now, I suggest we try and get the answer from the child, Vicky, my dear, come in.
But it's huge.
I like her.
The outside is just... Well,
bigger on the inside.
Oh, I'd like to. Yes.
Hey, I thought she was the new companion. I felt fairly certain.
Rescue ship to Dido. Rescue ship to Dido. Come in, please. This is rescue ship calling Dido. Rescue ship
Who
calling
are those
Dido.
two,
Come in,
though?
please.
Are they actually members of the crew?
Rescue ship calling.
They're... Who the hell are they, then? If they don't want to be the rescue ship to come down...
So there were survivors on Dido. Bennett didn't kill them all.
They have their planet back to themselves again.
Oh.
And somehow I don't think they would allow that rescue ship to land.
They're members of... I thought... I was still... Because of how he made Quillian look, I thought they would be aliens. They're members of the race. Oh, cool. They're not all dead. I'm glad. I just assumed they were members of the crew. Oh, no.
Safely down.
What's that movement, Doctor? Well, surely you can feel it.
Doctor, what's happening?
No.
Take off again, Doctor.
The whole console's falling over. The slave traders. Okay. That's where to freaking end it. Holy crap. It's still recording. Yes. I've at least got this one for you guys. Even if that little thumbnail on ITVX hadn't spoilt me, it would have been very obvious very quickly that he was Quillian, because I was suspecting it anyway last time. But like his reaction then was so obvious. But I love the Doctor so much. He's changed so much since the first season, since the beginning of it. Like he's just so, like, yeah, he still has his grumpy moments, and like, but everybody thinks like Ian thinks it's charming now. He chuckles at it and stuff like that. But he's so much more open and friendly and nicer to them, and he's just the way he was with Vicki. I think it's because like he's got experience with Susan, and like he changed with how he was with Susan since Ian and Barbara had come along. But I think it's like he wants somebody to like look after, you know, like the way he looked after Susan and things like that. He's just like maybe not as a replacement, but you know what I mean. It's somebody that he can like look after and like that might look up to him and stuff like that in that kind of similar way. You know, I know what I mean. I just can't word it properly. But that was really cool. I completely assumed that those two guys were members of the crew, because they looked like they might have been uniforms, and just because he said he killed them all, I just assumed they were members of the crew somehow. But then they ripped it down. I was like, it didn't even occur to me that they were the people from Dido, because I thought that he'd seen what the Quillian race had looked like, obviously. The Quillian race, and not he taught up and he made up the name Quillian. But the people from Dido, he knew what they looked like. So I just assumed that, okay, he wasn't going to get it exactly alike. I thought maybe it was similar, but the Doctor said it was ceremonial. Was it a ceremonial headdress as well? You freaking idiot. And that's why they were... I just assumed. I was into it and just assumed. But I really like Vicki. I really liked Vicki in the first episode too. She seems really sweet, and she's very headstrong. And I don't know if they have, but it seems to me that they learned their lesson with how they wrote Susan. Okay, that like with the Dalek Invasion Anniversary was written a little bit better, and I've always said the first episode of Edge of Destruction, she was great. And Caroline Ford was always fantastic with whatever they gave her, whether it was good or bad. Not that it was ever bad, but you know what I mean. But Vicki seems to be written so much better. She was given, okay, she was like the main character apart from the crew, but she was written better. She had lots more to do. She was very headstrong, very vocal, but she wasn't screamy, you know, like Susan was written as like the stereotypical like damsel in distress, although at some point she wasn't. But mainly they always seem to fall into that trope, like, oh, she's a scared teenage girl, doesn't know what she's talking about, and she was treated that way. Vicki seems to be treated better. I'm hoping they've like learned their lesson with how they do it. I swear I read that Caroline Ford left because of how she was written. So hopefully they have learned their lesson. And because to me, it seemed like Vicki's been written better already. I really like her already. I really do. And she seems to fit in well with the crew. I say crew because it's easier than saying all the names. I really, really liked this two-part story. I really liked it. Because they wrapped it up nicely. It didn't feel rushed. Yeah, a lot happened. Like, not like, they didn't just like go, okay, and we're here. Yeah, okay, the Doctor was there, but it wasn't, he went from being in front of there, being outside the ship. But it was kind of like, because the way that the people from Dido were looking at him, it's kind of like, it just made sense. It's like, okay, they put him there, fair enough. It wasn't like, okay, and this is happening, and bam, we're here. And okay, that happened when we were doing that out there, and they're just talking about it. Which has happened at least once or twice. It's kind of annoying. I hate when things do that. But it flowed really well. Like, I knew it was a two-parter, and I was wondering last time how they were going to wrap it up, but they wrapped it up really well. I really liked this one. Like, I really enjoyed Dalek Invasion of Earth. I think I enjoyed this two-parter better. Like, Dalek Invasion of Earth was really, really good too. This is one of the better, like, stories. And, like, they did it with, like, Edge of Destruction in season 1. First episode, fantastic. And second episode, still good. But not as good, you know. These 2 episodes, I liked them just as much, you know. It worked really well. It was written really well. And I think Vicki feels like a natural fit for the rest of them. But it fucking worked. Oh, I keep looking. It's still recording. Yes. I'm so fucking happy. My fingers crossed it doesn't crash when I do What We Do in the Shadows. If that happens, my God. I'm going to be nervous about that as well now. But it worked. I've now got to get... Just had a thought come ahead in my head. Just went, oh, God, no. Like, my head just thought, what if it goes funny when I'm stopping the recording and the recordings are, like, unusable. I can't even talk because I'm just like, oh, God, please don't be... Please, why did I think that? Yeah, I really like that. I'm so sorry again that the first episode of this story didn't happen. Like, I think the fact that it was the first episode of the story, first episode with Vicki, was what annoyed me the most. If it was another, like, middle of the, like I said at the beginning, middle of the story type episode, I would have been annoyed, obviously, and upset, but not as angry about it. But we did this one, so I should hopefully be able to get out, but my daughter's been very vocal, and it's been difficult to concentrate and stuff like that, and she's at home because it's UK half term. But we should be all right. Busy week. Birthday on Friday. It's going to be interesting. I should be all right to get this out. It's because I've like been thinking so much, and it's a certain amount of warmth that I'm very tired as well. But I still got another reaction to do, because I'm not even going to think about that. My eyes are now watering. Okay. This one's worked. We're okay. You'll know if it's worked because I'll be up. It'll be up. I feel good. I've watched this. I've got my Blake 7 t-shirt on. That came the day after I recorded it last week. Like, you might have, I don't know if you've seen, like, Roger and Kerr on top. Got all the names, even Gan. But that's Blake 7. I had to get it out there. But yeah, I really enjoyed that one. I'd love to know what you guys think of the episode, of the story. Obviously, I can't. There's nothing to show you guys about the last one. But so I'd love to know what you guys think of the whole story, not just this episode. If you did enjoy the reaction, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, give the notification bell a tick. You'll know when the next episode goes live. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you again for the next one. Bye.